Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. This is episode 20. Can you believe it? I can hardly believe it. I didn't actually think I'd follow through this long. Stuff like this usually I get overwhelmed and I just don't. But I think the number of breaks that I've been actually kind of forced to take has actually kind of helped a little bit. So I'm kind of surprised and really happy that we're at this point, and so this is great. There has been quite a bit of progress. I can see I'm still cleaning up the heads off of the side of the base walls. So as you can see around here, I've got a lot of the boxes cleaned up. Almost everything that was in these boxes has now been sorted into these shulkers. So this is basically a fraction of everything that is not currently sortable, which there's quite a bit here. Some of this should be, and it's not. There's a few things I found in here that isn't the filters, but it got missed, or maybe it don't went through. But then I've got boxes like this, which is nothing but concrete powder. And so I will figure out what to do with some of this later. But for the time being, I had an idea that I wanted to capitalize on while I still had the idea. So over here in the ravine, I've got that department store started up, and Topaz has finished the one room. There's still one left and she's debating what to do, and I've been kind of like, well, what do I do with all this space? Well, now I have an idea. There's a place in England called the Shambles, and it's a really narrow old style marketplace, and it's got some older buildings, and the architecture is really kind of funny. So you might have a building that you might have a building front that is like this wide, and the next one next to it maybe only this big, and they have their own really interesting detailing on it that you can do. Like some of them have overhangs that hang over quite a bit. Some of them I'm gonna have to dig back into the cliff a little bit more. But I've got this model, this inspiration of what I want to do with it all. So that is what I'm gonna do with this week. And hopefully this is only a week-long project. We'll see. I know this is just a shulker box of random stuff that was unsorted. I was going to sort and haven't done it yet. But yeah, that's what we're doing this week. We're going to work on this, and we're going to kill spiders because spooters. So that means all of this is coming up because I want to change the interior in this. It means that some of these walls are going to be shifting. So some of these cliff edges I'm going to actually be shearing down to make them a bit longer or a bit wider. Like these two. I'll figure it out. But some of them I'm actually going to like expand out one or two, and some like this one I'm just going to get rid of entirely. I might actually get rid of two of them entirely, because I want things to be big enough to have like an actual like shop front, but without this weird type of like anomaly where it's just corner pieces. So I need it a lot smoother than where it's at right now. So I'm going to start with that, and then we'll figure it out from there. You know what just occurred to me? I'm in a taiga biome. When it snows, when it rains, the top of the dome is tall enough to have snow. And I have string up there right now, but powdered snow is a thing. So I can get that. So I'm going to make some cauldrons, and I'm gonna start doing this because this is how I got in trouble the first time. That's why I spent so much time cleaning it up. But here we go. We're gonna do this again. I'm a glutton for punishment. So I'm gonna make some cauldrons, but I don't know how many I need. So we're gonna see how much string I've got up there, because the string is only in the places where the snow actually collects. Maybe 3 stacks. We'll start with 3 stacks of cauldrons. I go AFK here a lot, and frequently I log in. I'm gone for hours, so hopefully I'll get some powdered snow out of this. That's 3 stacks of cauldrons, and that's nowhere near enough. So looks like I'm going to be doing this for a little while. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. It always takes longer than you thought it would, because that's just Minecraft. And as if it was on command, it starts snowing. So this is really weird because it's raining there, but it's snowing here. But there's no difference in the biomes. This is a taiga biome. That's taiga biome. This is a taiga biome. This is a taiga biome. But that's raining all the way up. I don't. Oh, Minecraft, you broken. So yep, this is why we're doing this right here. Oh, see, look, they're already filling up. This is excellent. Powdered snow is fantastic because you can kill mobs with it. You can turn skeletons into strays, which I want to do for the dungeon, and you can slow people down. So I'm also thinking of a way that I can utilize this in the maze that I want to make. I haven't quite figured all of it out yet, but I'm getting there. So this is gonna be very beneficial, and because it's passive, I don't have to sit here and wait because I AFK here enough as it is that I'm not gonna have to worry about it. Every once in a while, I'll just come up here with a couple of buckets, and I'll just scoop up the powdered snow. All right, so I've actually got quite a bit of work done. Let me show you what has been done. And some of this I really like. Some of this is definitely going to change. The exterior decoration is nowhere near completed. I'm kind of focusing on getting the actual structures in, and then I will decorate more a little bit later because I had really struggled with that part for whatever reason. So some of it I did because it just kind of fit with the motif. This one is probably the most completed about any of them so far, except for maybe the coffee shop, which is right there. I'll show that in a minute. And like I was saying before, some of the buildings are quite large with interesting fronts, and some of them are very narrow, like this. For instance, that is an apartment, and this is the only way in. So you come up this direction, and you see it just comes kind of the back, and it's no bigger than any of those. It's almost just a cell. It's actually, and it's limited to how much I can actually push this back to the stairway. I mean, I guess if I need to, I can move the stairway, but, and that is the wall into the department store area. So I'm really pushing into that area pretty closely. So I'm kind of regretting how close I cut this. I wish I'd made these double thick, and I suppose I still could. That's still a thing I can do. I would just have to move things around, which, you know, I've not a huge deal. It's just a pain in the butt. This is another one that it's just facade. There's nothing in it, but the exterior is closer to being finished. I did put shroom lights back behind there, and the idea is that at night, it is nighttime, you can actually see like some little bit of glow into the alleyway. You can see I've pulled up all the bone blocks and all of the mushroom blocks, and I've used this mixture, and this originally was cobble, and I've changed it out for the stone slabs, and I like it better, but I'm not 100% so I'll probably end up changing it again. The front on this side has all been bricked. That took a really long time. I had that time lapse originally, but then I split the time lapse and like half of it like disappeared when I split it. I don't quite know why. So I don't have that, unfortunately. This is a barista, like a coffee bar. And this is probably the most complete interior. Again, I'm sharing a wall, and I wish I'd thought it through and made this double thick, and I didn't. But you've got all the little tables and chairs here, and it's just carpet sitting on top of extended pistons. These are the azalea blocks put inside of a pot, and it makes a nice little potted plant on the inside. This is how you would get in. These are, you know, cupboards and sinks and countertops. I thought about trying to figure out how to put like some kind of, oh, that's why they're up and down. I walked on them. That's funny. Some kind of like machines or something on them. There, that was driving me crazy. To give it a little bit more decoration, but I think I'll end up putting it on the wall. I want something on the upper level, and I don't know if I'm going to try and figure out like how to make a blackboard or something for a menu. I could do that with a custom resource pack, I suppose. I just don't want to have to. I don't know, I'll figure it out later. That's, again, these kind of details are not really my forte. I'm getting better at it, but I really very struggle with it a lot. But this is taking quite a while, and I am like running on kind of a short time to actually get this video done and out. I'm going on vacation, going on a trip here in a day or two, and I have one more video that I need to produce and put out, and the editing process sometimes takes a long time. So I'm cutting this one short here, just due to lack of time. But I am liking the direction this is going. I still have more work to do, but I am much more pleased with how this is turning out. So that being said, oh my gosh, that being said, I'm gonna die because spiders. No, no, no. Man, I got down to 2.5 hearts. Do I have food? I don't have food. All right, that being said, I'm gonna call this here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.